Folks, my name is Grandad. I'm very old, so I don't know another name, so just treat me as Grandad. I'm actually Joanne's sous chef. That means I normally get the stuff together and clean up after her. But today I'm allowed to cook. So what we're going to make some cinnamon rolls. And to make it easy, we're going to do it in a slow cooker. So first of all, we're going to make the dough, then we're going to make the cinnamon filling. So for the dough, we're going to need 180 millilitres of warm milk, 1 packet of yeast, they normally come in 7-gram packets, so just a straight packet, 55 grams of sugar, 60 grams of melted butter, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1 large egg, and 345 grams of flour. Now this has to be either plain or bread flour, not self-raising. So what we're going to do, we'll start and put things together, and afterwards we'll do the actual cinnamon filling. So first of all, we start with 180 millilitres of milk, which is warm. Into that we add our yeast, and out of the 55 grams of sugar we've already got ready, we put in 5 grams, 1 teaspoonful of sugar. We now mix all that together. Now what we're going to need to do then is leave that for 5 to 10 minutes for the yeast to actually start and make, or prove, or whatever you want to call it. So put that one side and put the cloth over it. Now in true Blue Peter fashion, we've run one already and you can see it's starting to bubble, which is what we want. So now into your main mixing bowl, add the mix, and we'll then put in the rest of the 55 grams of sugar. I need 50 grams of sugar. We will then put in the 60 grams of melted butter. Three-quarters a teaspoon of salt, and 1 large beaten egg. Now, these are basically your wet ingredients apart from the salt. Get that all out of the way. And now we're going to mix these all together. I did that with a whisk, I think. What we're now going to do is add the 345 grams of flour slowly. Mix it in. To get more like a dough consistency. Thicken it up nicely. There's the rest of it. The only trouble with the whisk is if you're not careful, it's all gets stuck in the whisk. So we'll get rid of those. That's my job as a sous chef later. I'll just mix this in slightly. Make sure we get all the flour in. Nice and sticky.
It's too sticky, put a bit more flour in it.
In fact, to me that's a bit too sticky. I'm going to put a bit more flour in. simply because that consistency to me is far too sticky. If I put my fingers in there, it's not going to be stuck to my fingers. Probably meaning we're going to need, by the time we've finished, closer to 400 grams of flour than 345. That's getting better. It's got to be thick enough we can actually roll. If you're rolling pastry, you always need to make sure you've got a flour base. Other than that, it will stick to whatever surface you're trying to roll it on. For the same reason, flour your hands. If not, it's just going to stick to your fingers. You're a bit wet.
It needs to be a bit wet.
Go on now, start and see what you can do with it. Good old trusty rolling pin. I'm trying to make it like a line first because it's easier like that. Oops. To use quite lots of flour for dressing so it doesn't stick like that. Well, yes, that just teaches me well, doesn't it? The idea was it didn't stick to the rolling pin, but if you put it onto your hands, that's alright.
Put more flour on it to start.
I use a different rolling pin, that's not going to be stuck to it.
Put flour on there to start, that would help.
Put that onto there. Put it again and put it onto there. The laughing in the background is my wife, who thinks this is absolutely hilarious. I'm not sure why, there must be some reason for that. Try and get it into a rectangle if you can. A rough rectangle. Nobody's drawing any rules. You can only do this as you do your rolling. So you can get it sorted more or less to the shape you want it to be. And the fact I prefer not to have any holes in it. And that's the dough. More or less the shape we want, ready to make the rolls. Right. What we need to do now is to make the filling. So for the filling, we start...
No, you put the butter on first. No, put butter on first.
We start with...
Butter all over it.
72 grams of melted butter. And what we do quite simply is we brush it on. Because we want to get this nice and wet. Oh.
You may not need to use it all.
If you didn't hear that in the background, you may not need to use it all.
Just to make it nice and sticky.
The idea is you want everything to stick. And there's nothing like melted butter to stick.
Especially the edges.
Especially amniformed edges. Because that's where we're going to have to glue it together. So it needs to be sticky. There's nothing worse than having unstuck edges, I'm told. You can tell that, don't you? Very relaxing and therapeutic this is. Oh, I think I do need it. Now, that was 72 grams of melted butter.
Mix that in with the sugar.
And this is 67 grams of sugar and the very important 1 tablespoon of
Cinnamon.
cinnamon.
Mix that together.
So we'll put that in there,
You're gonna mix your finger
mix it all together.
and then put it all over.
Oh, these are great games, you know. Sprinkle it. I like cinnamon. My wife likes cinnamon. Strangely enough, we have plenty of cinnamon. The annoying part about all this is that we're probably not going to eat these. I think my daughter's having them, isn't she? Oh, sorry, your daughter's having them.
And the grandchildren.
Oh, and the grandkids, yeah, I suppose so. But you might as well get it nicely covered all over. It is the main flavour. Right. 2 more for the sous chef. Yay! One for him. In fact, I'm going to have to wash my hands. I'm nicely stuffed up. I think I like pastry in your fingers. Now this is where the fun starts, because now we have to start and roll it. And put plenty of flour underneath on the surface. It should roll, he says, laughingly, without a problem. Shouldn't it, darling?
Should do.
Shouldn't it? Yes.
But I do, it does.
I didn't wish to know that it does when you do it, thank you. My flour went the wrong way, but never mind. We don't mind that, do we? It takes longer than you think, this. It shouldn't take as long as this, but obviously inexperienced. Never mind, there's no rush. We've got all day, haven't we, love? Is that a yes or a no?
Just roll it a bit quicker. It's easier just to roll it.
Stay tight, is not the word, is it?
Doesn't need to be too tight.
That'd be too tight. Where's she come from? How is she drug up, I say? I think we might end up with a couple of edge pieces for a like that. That'll be alright. Like making our Redknapp's famous jam roly-poly, but not quite. We'll bring it back the top end and join it across,
And squash it from each side.
and then squash it in from each side. That's definitely well squashed from that side. I know, put some squash on there.
Here, a sharp knife.
Now what we've ended up is a roll
Pat.
and a knife. Yep, that's a knife. So what we need to do now is to just slice it.
Not too small ones.
Not too small, bearing in mind we've got to get them in the bottom of the slow cooker. Always put some surface in the oven if you want. So now, what we do is we put these in the slow cooker.
Making sure they're standing up.
Make sure they're stood up. Hopefully round. This reminds me of doing something, just can't remember what it is. Big one. This one must be mine, darling. I think it must be mine. It's a mess. But never mind, you're all entitled to one mess and do stuff. Okay, now we now have them all in the slow cooker, and we're going to put across that some ordinary kitchen towel. When it cooks, it will give out some moisture, and this will simply absorb the moisture as they cook. Slow cooker, stick it on high. So far, so good.
Cook it all.
And that needs to go on now on high for 2 hours. So in 2 hours, we'll see what we like. It'll probably take me that long to wash up. Right, now hopefully everything is finished and cooked. Just over 2 hours. So what we need, a little bit of a dressing on the top. So that's some icing sugar.
More icing sugar in that.
A little bit of cinnamon. Because we do want it still to have a cinnamon flavour. A little bit more icing sugar. And we'll mix it all up with a little bit of water. We don't want it too thick, we don't want it too runny, we just want it to stick nicely on it.
That's enough, don't put any water in. Stop mixing in before you put more water in it. Right, now we have our top. You need a bit more icing sugar in that. Icing sugar. You see quite thick, otherwise it will just run off. That's better.
I've obviously put too much water in it because I need it stiffer than that. So all we do is put a bit more icing sugar. That's better. There we go. Now let's see what it's like, shall we? I've just unplugged it, so we're going to take off the lid.
Carefully, because the water.
Carefully, because of the water in it. And we'll take up this, which has been absorbing all the water. And oh look, there's our cinnamon rolls.
So you can take it out of there or ice it in there.
So I'm going to ice it in here because I think this is the better way of doing it. So what I need to do is put some icing sugar over it. Little decoration. Don't need to clap too much on, but just enough over there to make it look okay.
Do it all on it. Especially the sides. Make it look nice.
Especially the sides to make it look nice.
Yeah, because you put it apart, none of them get it otherwise. So everybody gets some of it.
You will hear the voice in the background being my wife telling me that this is a sharing one. There, so we get one big one out and then we break bits off it. And therefore I have to put a lot more icing sugar on so everybody gets some icing sugar. Right, that's it.
Then you wait until it cools and you can eat it any time you want. Once it's cooled a bit.
Here we come, straight out. Now as you can see, there's a great benefit. Your slow cooker's clean. No scrum in the slow cooker. And now, as we open it out, you can see all the cinnamon rolls in there. And I can assure you that tastes absolutely beautiful.
And it smells lovely.
And it smells lovely. So, hope you enjoyed that. Have a go. You may have a sous chef, you may not. If not, there's always somebody to nag you. So enjoy yourself. Bye. We might try something again later. Who knows?